Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about a few awareness tips and a few tips and tricks as a whole, and especially focusing on this week on Bannerfall. Um, so this week the map is Bannerfall, the map that I'm currently standing on right now. The primary two lanes are going to be these two platforms up here. So at the start of spawn, you're going to be spawning over there, you're going to be jumping up towards here, sliding out, and then hopefully getting the first snipe on the enemy that's going to be standing over there. If he doesn't stand over there, chances are he's either going to be in the tunnel by heavy right there, or he's going to be scoping down this lane right here. Or if they're playing really weird, they're going to be over here behind this little tree stump, like that, or here, like this. Or if they're even weirder, they're going to put an ice grenade on that and stand over there and snipe you from over here. So that's just the map for this week. It's about using Ace of Spades because it's the most range on a 140 hand cannon, because 140s are currently the meta pick for hand cannons alongside 120s. So a 120 or a 140 hand cannon, preferably Ace of Spades, or like Igneous Hammer or Steady Hand, a good 120 with a lot of range, and either a sniper rifle or a fusion rifle. For example, even the Cartesian coordinate, honestly, is good. It's like plug one, Cartesian, um, taking force or whatever. You don't really want to run a shotgun this week unless you're using it with like an adept messenger or like just like a long range option. And then if you need short range, then you can just switch to a shotgun. So that's the trials map out of the way. So on general tips and tricks, what I've got for you is a few settings that you might want to take care of in your settings tab. So if you come over to settings, I play at 15 sensitivity and on a 0.5 ADS sensitivity modifier, simply because I get to this is my max sensitivity right now, and with the aim assist modifier, and that's simply because I get to slide around corners quite fast with fast reflexes and all that, and it helps me kind of snap to corners. If he's over there and one's over there, I get to snap to that pretty quickly. And also I play on a 0.5 because that means 15 divided by times 0.5 is 7.5. So I've got a 7.5 sensitivity when I'm aiming and a 15 when I'm unzoomed. And the reason I play on low sensitivity or lower when I'm aimed in is because I get to line up the shot better, and I get to just aim my shot better and really take my time with my snipes, for example. Next up is going to be your motion blur and film grain and all of that. Motion blur, chromatic aberration, and film grain all turned off, simply because motion blur makes you kind of sick when you turn, and with it off you get to see everything clearly with no bullshit in the way, like shaders and just you want to get rid of all the bullshit so you can see everything on your screen perfectly all the time. That's why I have these things turned off. So that's that. Next up, you're going to want to take a look at your sound. I'd have the music down, especially when you're playing trials, and the dialogue 3, 2 or 1 or even off sometimes. I have it on 3 and I have SFX on 6 because I like to not play at max volume. I do have a colorblind mode set up because I just prefer this colorblind mode rather than the default. Just because it's just personal preference, I'm not actually colorblind. Now let's talk about your supers and your class. If you're a hunter, your darkness subclass, the stasis, is going to be your best bet because you have the shatter dive. I think it's going to get nerfed, or it has been nerfed a few times already, but nothing will replace shatter dive. It's pretty much a shotgun and a sniper in one ability. It is so good. You get to slow your opponents, freeze your opponents, do crazy things with every single status super, and overall the Hunter subclass, the Revenant, is absolutely insane, and it's really, really strong in Trials. Because you get to block off corners. For example, if I had a... Like, for example, if I sniped someone from over there, and his body's right here, he can put a stasis grenade here, which blocks off this entire lane, so I can't see what he's doing, and he can just get the res freely and then back off. The Stasis Hunter is absolutely insane, and it's, you know, a force to be reckoned with. Next up, for us, you know, Titan mains out there, i.e. the best class, the Master class, you're going to be wanting to play Sunbreaker, bottom tree, for the sunspots, and the very long super. Strafe Lift, honestly, is my preferred movement mode, with the Towering Barricade and the Incendiary Grenade. Christ. The reason I play with the Incendiary in that grenade, the frag grenade, is because I don't really like these two. I feel like this one kind of like clips on a wall sometimes and doesn't do exactly what I want it to do. So I feel like, you know, I have a frag grenade. It's you know, it's a pretty basic grenade, so I know what I'm going to be doing with it. You know, it's nothing special. It's just a grenade that can leave your opponents burning for a while and even pick up a kill here and there. If you're not going to play Sunbreaker, which is kind of an unpopular opinion at the moment, but Sunbreaker is my favourite subclass in the game at the moment. It's, you know, it's kind of an unpopular opinion, but I think it's really, really good. If you want to be kind of, you know, in the meta right now is definitely bottom tree Striker. Strafe Lift, Towering Barricade, and the Lightning Grenade. The Lightning Grenade allows you to completely shut off lanes. If the enemy is sniping in this corner, and you're over there, you get to throw this grenade on this wall, and it shuts off this entire area right here, at this, you know, vicinity. So they can't peek, they have to shoot that grenade, and then they can peek again, and they'll be unfocused, and you, the player, will already be scoped in, right here, and you'll be ready to just pick them off, one by one. Sorry if the game is a bit loud. Let's turn that down a bit. Next up, if you're playing with Sentinel, I would recommend using Bubble with suppressor grenades. It's the best setup you can possibly do. You can get people out of your supers, and you have a very strong super in the bubble. You get weapons of light, and you get pretty much a indestructible shield, pretty much, with the Ward of Dawn. Next up, your weapons. I don't know much about Warlocks, but I'm assuming, you know, top 3 Dawnblade and bottom tree Arc is the play for you Warlocks out there. And again, for Hunters, I'm not sure what to recommend on jumps. I've heard Strafe Jump is the way to go, but, you know, I think it's personal preference, once again. Now, weapons. Ace of Spades. Absolutely phenomenal hand cannon. It's absolutely insane. It has got the most range of any 140 in the game. It is, you know, Cade's gun, so you can't really skip against that. And overall, it's just a very good gun, very solid. You get a kill, you get kill clip, and you get outlaw, and it's absolutely phenomenal. It's an amazing gun, and you get Dragonfly. I mean, it's pretty much if every single gun was in if every single perk was in one gun, it would be the Ace of Spades. Next up in the kinetic slot is the Fatebringer, Time Lost. You want to have the explosive payload and Eye of the Storm. Eye of the Storm allows you to hit the third headshot very consistently, because basically what Eye of the Storm does is when you hit those first 2 headshots, chances are you're going to be weak, you're going to be low on health, and so you're going to want to really hit that third headshot, because that's the hardest shot to hit. The third one, you're getting flinched, you know, you're low on health, you're panicking a bit, and so what you want is to hit those 2 first headshots, you're weak on health, Eye of the Storm procs, and it's pretty much an aimbot. It gives you much more aim assist, and overall it's just, your gun becomes like a better gun when Eye of the Storm is active. Next up, the Eye of Soul. Phenomenal weapon. Aim assist very high. It's a 90 RPM sniper rifle, and if you can get a roll with Snapshot, it's going to feel really, really nice. Now this sniper is a bit like any other sniper, but it is, I'm pretty sure it's got lower zoom than some. It's got the same zoom as Uzume. Sorry, took me a few moments to figure that out. But it's just a very solid sniper. You know, I've been using it for a while. I started using I've sold the normal one, but then I got on the Adept one last week with Ensemble and Snapshot, and it's just completely revitalized the whole experience for me. It's a very good sniper. If you're using a secondary, an energy primary like the Shoyura's Wrath, make sure you slap this thing on because it is absolutely insane. The aim assist is very, very high, and it's just a beast of a gun. Next up in the primary slot, the Chaperone. Enough said. Thorn, a bit like Ace of Spades but with less range. Still good. Messenger, Adept. This gun is a beast. It's got insane range. Although I can shuff the range here. But it's very good range. It's got Desperado, which transforms your gun into a literal auto rifle with pulse rifle damage. And the perk combinations on it is endless. You can get Outlaw Kill Clip, you can get Encore Kill Clip, you can get Encore Desperado, Encore Head Seeker, Outlaw Head Seeker, Outlaw Kill Clip. I've already said that, but you know what I mean. The possibilities are endless with the Messenger. It is absolutely the best 340 sniper pulse rifle in the game. Sorry, I was starting to stutter a bit here. Sorry, lads. Next up, let's move down to the energy slot. Uzume, R4 Adept. Crazy gun, absolutely insane. If you're using an Ace of Spades or a Thorn or any other kinetic primary weapon that uses primary ammo, I highly recommend using the Adept Uzume. Simply because it's got high aim assist, it's really good to shoot, it feels nice in your hands, you know, it's just an amazing gun. It's my personal favourite gun at the moment. The Shoyura's Wrath. This gun, I cannot emphasise enough how good this gun is. It is stable, it has got a lot of range, it can outduel pretty much any gun in the game. Just like from pure just, you know, completely flinching off your target and just keep shooting, and you just keep shooting and you keep shooting. And it is absolutely insane. Especially my role with heating up kill clip. I find that this gun is a beast and is not to be reckoned with. Stability, you know, I haven't got the perfect roll, but I think it's quite good. You know, I've already racked up 1,300 kills on it. It is really, really good. Next up is the Palindrome. Right, I don't have my PvP roll here, although I do have quick draw rangefinder. Fuck me, my voice is cracking today. But this gun is very, very good. So the Palindrome is like the energy Fatebringer, or the energy Ace of Spades even. It's got a lot of range. It deals deadly damage. You know, it's your typical 140, but if every other 140 was shit, and this one was the best gun in the game. The Palindrome is crazy, absolutely crazy. It's, you, like, I cannot emphasize enough how good the Palindrome is. It's got really good range. I'm pretty sure it's got like 34 meters or 35 meters of range with rangefinder. And honestly, it's a beast of a gun once again. Obviously, you know what Felwinter's is. Duality, very good. Let's move on to the heavy slot. Crowd Pleaser, my personal favourite grenade launcher in the game at the moment. Very good gun. It's a very, very solid weapon to use, especially in Trials of Osiris, when every single bullet counts. Okay, Shax. So this weapon has got very good blast radius. The blast radius is about 10 meters, maybe 8 meters, 10 meters. And it can kill people behind corners. He's dead if he was in that corner behind the boxes there. You know, it's insane. That guy's dead, and then chances are that guy's probably dead as well. The crowd pleaser is absolutely insane. My role with surplus and quick draw is crazy to me because I can pull out so fast. It is just a beast of a weapon. I've got freehand grip on it, and I've got velocity masterwork with high explosive ordnance. This increases the blast radius, so it really helps me. and linear compensator. I don't really pay attention to these barrels here. Anyway, moving on to your armor set. You're going to want everything to help you out with your weapons. Your weapons are the key part of your build. You really want to make sure that your weapons feel good to shoot and they are stable, and you've got as much aim assist as you can possibly get, so that you can shoot every single shot, and to make your guns feel extra sticky when you shoot them. That's why I run handgun targeting and as well sniper rifle targeting. This really helps me out with aiming down sights. The aim down sight speed, especially for Thorn, is very nice with targeting on. Obviously, my user may have snapshot, so it doesn't really change that much. But it increases the your draw time when you aim down sights, and overall it just makes it much more sticky to shoot. So that's good. You're going to want to have handgun loader and fastball. Fastball for the simple reason that if you don't have it on, your grenades feel like limp dicks in your hand. It is absolutely crazy. They are useless. But if I've got fastball on, I can probably throw a grenade to heavy from here. There we are. Fastball is crazy. You don't have to, like for example, if I was shooting the same grenade or throwing the same grenade from this distance where I was just at, it would have to be like this. Fuck me, my voice. Now obviously, hand cannon loader is good because you get to reload just that little bit faster to help you get back in the fight just a bit quicker. Unflinching hand cannon aim because, when I'm taking fire and I really want to win that 1v1, I get to win that 1v1 because I do have unflinching. Scavengers, you know the drill. And utility kickstart. Now this right here has saved me so many times. Especially in trials when sniping outside or you're really trying to block off a corner and so you feel like a barricade. Now look at my barricade energy. I've already got a quarter of it back, or like a third of it back. And so that pretty much halves my cooldown on my barricade, and I can, put another one up as soon as the other one disappears. Because I am only running 3 resilience. Now that's it for mods. Now let's look at my stats. Low mobility, low resilience, low discipline, and low strength. I'm really playing into recovery and intellect here, because I want to get my super as fast as I possibly can, because every super in this game is valued as an amazing super, simply because a super is it's a tough thing to deal with for the enemy team. So as soon as, for example, the enemy is over there and I pop my smash here, I can 3-peek with my super. I can move around fast. It's good. Supers are just really intimidating for the other team. They were hiding in here, boom, and they were dead. Like, supers in this game are super strong. I mean, they are called supers after all. But honestly, you really have to overestimate the power of a super, because chances are the super is going to be very strong that's coming at you, and you need to know exactly what you're dealing with. So make sure you keep an eye on the bottom left of your screen when you hear a super appear. And obviously recovery lets me get back in the fight a bit quicker. I can't deplete my health right now, but yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. Once again, if you've got any questions, just let me know in the comments, and if you don't, then that's alright, I guess. But anyway, I'll see you in a bit. Bye bye.